One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Roadrunners will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It's complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
There he goes. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Complete to start this drive. At the 35, he's open. Found the seam on the left. The 30, the 20. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Panthers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Gonna let it fly. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Webb. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Right on the money. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Let's talk for just a second about UTSA. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Flicks it out of the air.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Give to the running back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Makes the grab. It's Penn. Turning it on. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Might be changing the route. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
Back's looking for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with the field. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now, is working.
They stop him just a leak or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, UTSA.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires left. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the outside. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to throw again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the back. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Panthers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
14.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Roadrunners will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. He's got it. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Roadrunner. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. It's complete on the right side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Rides the back on the option, the give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're working that left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Roadrunners will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's a draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Follow the blockers. the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be doubted.
There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but